Alright, we'll just see how this goes. As you can see, it's cloudy and raining. Been raining pretty steadily, fairly heavily, for at least, 24 hours now. Air is nice and clean. Super clean, actually. Air is so clean, my sensitive sinuses don't detect any problem with it. There's no significant pollutants of any kind messing up our air right now because it's been raining so steadily. One thing that I have noticed, I've stated many times, the Clark County sheriffs do not patrol unless the air is clean. When they spray trails for 20 days in a row like they do all the time, you won't find a sheriff anywhere in town. You will not see one driving down the road. You won't see one doing a radar trap. You won't see one anywhere whatsoever unless the air's clean. When it rains and rains, suddenly the sheriffs appear again and they can come out and protect us. Or when they inexplicably don't have any trails in the air at all for a couple days. It happens sometimes when it's sunny even. And the sky is blue and the air seems fine. Wow, what do you know? There's sheriffs on every corner protecting us. But when the trails return again, the sheriffs disappear for some reason. I guess it's just some strange coincidence that I never ever drive by one or see one anywhere when we're sprayed out to the nines. But when the air is clear and clean for whatever reason, whether it's pouring down rain or whether it's just inexplicably there were no trails for days, then I see the sheriffs in some strange coincidence that I only notice them when the air is clean, right? That's what it is. It's just me. I only notice them when the air is clean and I don't see them when there's chemtrails. No, how about this? How about they only fucking patrol when the air is clean? So you gonna tell me they don't know about this shit or that they're protecting anybody whatsoever? Who the fuck are they protecting? You know, I've never been protected by a policeman. I've never felt like, oh yeah, I'm safe now because Officer Friendly's here. No, not at all. Their role is the exact opposite of what 99% of this country thinks it is, because 99% of this country is brain dead. They're fucking fluoridated, trailed out morons. They believe everything on their TV. They think we're on a spinning ball in space going through a vacuum and, terrorists hate us for our freedoms and only a strong military is going to keep us from being overrun by the Koreans or the Russians or the fucking Chinese. That's what they think. That shit's legit. They think that somehow, it just goes on and on. There's nothing that fucking morons of America won't believe. They'll believe any fucking thing that's pushed onto their television. Oh, we got a remote control car on Mars. Oh, this helicopter just accidentally went into the front of an airplane. And oh, no, terrible tragedy. Oh, terrorists hate us for our freedoms, and they crashed planes into some buildings, and they exploded and fell into pieces in 12 seconds after it burning for 1 hour. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh, I believe it. I'm smart. Look at me. I went to National Geographic's channel, and they told me all about how it really happened. So now I know the truth about the world because I'm smart. Yay for America. We're smart. We're smart people who know what's going on in the world. We got to fight them over there so we can keep our freedoms. It's all about freedom. Because we're free. They hate us for our freedoms, you see. They're jealous of us because they're haters. And they hate us for our freedoms. We're free and they're not, and so they want to destroy our way of life. Well, we're going to destroy their way of life first because we're America and we're number one. Yay for freedom. And scene. Thank you. That seemed so legit. Wow, that was so realistic. And it really is, unfortunately. Hey, it's the Kingsway Purple Light Church. All their street lights in that parking lot from one end of this big facility to the other are dark purple. For some reason. I guess it's what Jesus wants. Jesus was, royalty, so he wants the purple. Wants to be wrapped in a purple robe. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so what was I saying now? Oh, yeah. The sheriffs only patrol when the air is clean. I don't know who made the call that gives them a pass to not have to work when they spray trails. When they spray trails, every time it's not raining pretty much. So how much do these faggots really work? You know, what, do they got to work fucking 3 days a fucking month in the summertime because they spray every fucking day in the summertime? Honestly, I've gone months without seeing a sheriff anywhere. And during those months are months when they sprayed pretty much consistently every day for months. In 2016, 2017, the sun didn't even come out in the summer. They sprayed it out every single day that it came out. And they pretty much do that still. Although they seem to leave a little gap here and there of, 3 or 4 days or a week every month or two. Just so people think that, the sun does come out once in a while. It's ridiculously stupid that people are buying this shit. Or that they'll go down and get injected by their shitbag doctors who don't seem to understand that toxic poison causes people to have problems and get sick and develop all kinds of health issues. That's called toxic poison. That's called being poisoned. You get poisoned, you get sick. Hello, anybody in there, McFly? You get poisoned, you get sick. Duh. Who the fuck doesn't know that? Gee whiz, my doctor said it was a result of my low blah blah blah. He said it was because of my DNA, or it was because of this, or it was because of that, or it was because of my exposure to something when I was younger. It's because I smoked when I was younger. It's because I drank too much Pepsi Cola. How about you're being sprayed with fucking poison, retard? And the reason you're getting sick and you're having low testosterone and type 2 diabetes and COPD is because you're being sprayed with poison shit for brains. Oh, but that would be unconstitutional. You see, the Constitution protects our rights. And so that would be unconstitutional for our government to spray us with poison. So clearly that's not happening because we have a Constitution. I heard about it in school, so it makes a lot of sense. See, nothing bad's going on here. Nothing bad in America. Where everything's just fine because we got a Constitution to protect our rights, right? Yeah, you see, your rights are being protected, and you're being protected by the police and the military because they're looking out for us. They wouldn't let our government go rogue and do anything bad to us. Oh, no. See, they're the thin blue line between us and chaos. Thank God those cops are everywhere doing their jobs whenever there's no chemtrails in the air to protect us. Otherwise, we'd be in a world of hurt, boy. Yeah, we need that thin blue line to protect us from something. I don't know exactly what. Probably the Russians. They're protecting us from the Russians. Wait, the Russians live all around me. And there's a big Russian church right next to my house that on any given day will have like 1,000 people at it. Way more people than there are at the American-speaking churches per capita of the population. Very much so. All of them are doing really well, too. They all got brand new cars practically. I mean, there's nothing older than 5 years in that parking lot. They all have really nice clothes. They don't look like they're all grubby and grimy like they're on their way from work. They're clean as can be, brand new cars, brand new clothes. So they're probably coming from their brand new homes, I would imagine. Now, how you can move to the United States and not even speak the language and have a new car, a new house, and new clothes, and free time to go to church 3 days a week. I don't know how that works. It doesn't make sense in a real logical sense, but it is nonetheless a fact. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. I watch it every week. That's what's happening in America. Mexicans and Russians are moving in, at least up here in the Pacific Northwest. Down in the Midwest, I heard they're having problems with Venezuelan and Central America gang type things going on, where the police and the militaries of our country are letting the gangs take over sections of town and terrorize people, basically, and make them all scared and sell dope and do prostitution and all that good stuff, right? They're just letting that happen so that people think, oh God, we can't stop the borders are broken and they're rushing, they're coming in over the borders and taking over everything. Oh God, we can't stop them. Hello, this is America. We have the world's most powerful military. We've got the world's most technological deep police state next to Israel and Great Britain probably, but And the notion that we couldn't stop some Central American gangs from taking over towns in the Midwest is fucking laughable. You'd have to be a total fucking moron to think that that was true. That our government cannot handle Central American gangs taking over Central American gangs taking over, you know, towns in the Midwest. Yeah, sure, that's what's going on. I went out earlier. I drove to the same place I was just at, and I saw 3 sheriffs because it's raining, you see. And if there was sprayed out skies, I would not have seen any sheriffs. Guaranteed. I've noticed this for going on a decade now. That's been the pattern. When it's raining or when it's inexplicably clear, I see sheriffs driving around in places protecting us. And when it's trailed out to the nines, you could drive 80 miles an hour down the main road running red lights the whole time, and you're not going to get stopped because there are no sheriffs out doing anything. For some reason, they all just happen to have the day off that day every time. And or it's just a strange coincidence that I never cross any of their paths on any of those days. So I only see them when it's raining or when it's inexplicably clear. Make one more loop around. We'll probably see one, but I don't know. Because I'm making a video, I probably won't now. I mean, it's a rarity to see one around here because they spray almost every day. So, you know, you just have to happen to notice it when the air is clean, like today. You see my windows are down as I'm driving around. And it's nice. I used to drive with my window down all the time, even if it was cold, because I like the fresh air circulating in the car. But when it's trailed out, the air is not fresh. It just causes me to have more issues with my sinuses and breathing. And so what's the point? I keep the windows up and this turned on recirculate so that the air inside will at least be mildly cleaner than that was outside. But yeah, you know, oh, what a joke.